Let's pour a little coffee, start the show, get this day started. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Pour that coffee. Let it get nice and let that coffee settle in nicely. Start off with a little song here, obviously. Money, money, money. What's going on with the money? The minimum wage, $15 an hour today? We have a problem, guys. We may have a problem. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go with a little music here. Let's start it off with this right here. All right. For the love of money from these guys right here. Get that coffee flowing. Get that music playing. Let's have a show. Okay, DJ, cut the music. DJ, cut it. Okay, let's cut the music. Let's talk. Let's have a little conversation. Tonight, wind down with Stigs. Okay, there we go, Cinnamon Girl. Yes. Good morning, Jen Silo. How are you? Nice to see you. Having a little coffee with us this morning. I appreciate your presence. As always, your presence is a present. Let me go on camera for a minute here. Put on my glasses. We are on coffee break. All right, we're on our coffee break. So as you can see, my mug says coffee break. So have a little hot coffee, guys. Have some. This is a show about nothing. It's the Seinfeld show. So how are you? How is everybody? They tell you, Pretty Monita, get right into your show. Pretty Monita's waiting for Stigs to talk those morning words, to preach that word. Hello there, Brian Crevorsier. I'm just on my coffee break, as you can see. Yep. I'm on my coffee break, as you can see. Where's Osada? Osada Treats, are you here? There's my man. Okay, Osada. Osada, if you go back and take a look, I actually posted a video this morning of what a streamer should do. Hello, Patty. Nice to see you. Good morning to you, Patty. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos from yesterday. I am going to post them on the Belleville page, Patty. I will post them on our Belleville group. I could actually post them on the Newark group too. Okay, so minimum wage in New Jersey went up to $15 an hour. Okay. Am I okay with this? Am I not okay with this? Are you okay with this? Well, listen, your eggs are going to go up 50 cents. Somebody's paying for the minimum wage. Your prices are going to go up. Here's my problem when you enable and you give too much minimum wage. I was watching some people on the news, as Edwin said, people, watch the news. You must watch the news a little bit, okay? Over 4 on the uploads, yeah. Okay, good. So I saw on the news today, somebody was being interviewed in New Jersey about them getting $15 an hour minimum wage, starting, I guess now, right now. What I did see, unfortunately, and this is the problem, I saw the lack of ambition to better themselves. That's what I saw. And that's what bothered me a little bit. The people are going to get too comfortable. They're going to live with just enough, and they're going to lose a little bit of an ambition. Young. But what it does, Don, for everybody, that's not for an age group. That's for everybody in the state of New Jersey. That's not age related. Anybody working is entitled, that fucking word, entitled, to $15 an hour. This can be a problem. You're going to lack the ambition. So as I wake up today, I say, okay, I got heavy bills. It's a tough spot in my life financially right now. So what am I going to do to make a few more dollars? What I'm going to do is go do construction, go do this, go do that, do whatever. All legit, all legal. But having my pay not meet my means, having my pay not meet my obligations, I gotta hustle a little more. Now, if my job gave me, I'm just using a fake number, a $10 an hour raise, my life would be set. But my ambition will diminish. That's the problem. I won't go hustle on Saturday and work that job because work is a good thing. So when you give a little, it's a little too much, possibly. Minimum wage is not meant to be a cost of living wage. It really is not. It's a step stool into the working world. That is what it is. Hello, James Simpson. Nice to see you. That is what it is. That is the problem. It's not really, Roy, but you can somehow, in a poor area, make it. It's not good. I get it. I understand. But it's all related. Your cost of goods is going, guys, listen to me. It's a stepping stone, right, Patty? A training. Yes. Yes. Just like the union. 5 years, 4 years, you got to do electrician apprenticeship. Now you're going to school at night, you're working during the day, but you have the ambition because you're going to become a journeyman. You're going to get in the field. You'll be a professional electrician. You're going to make a nice wage, but you put your time in. The 4-year apprentice or whatever it is was a stepping stone. It's a problem, guys. The problem is not pay. I don't have a problem with the people getting paid the money. I have a problem with what it does to people. It makes your omelet $1 more at the diner. Okay? It affects you. Remember, the government, I said this, I don't want to repeat myself, but the government does not have money. They are not a business. They pay out what you give. Now, $15 now minimum wages don't come from the government, but handouts do. That's a different topic. But $15 an hour comes out of the business owner. He's not absorbing that. He's going to make his bacon and egg sandwich $5 instead of $4. Great, 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 great. Everybody, you're paying for it. Even the person getting the minimum wage increase is going to pay more. I don't know if it affects tipped workers, Patty. I don't know. I remember my mother waitressing when she had to put food on the table, $2 an hour. My first job was $2 an hour in a pizzeria. Yeah, $2 an hour pizzeria. My first real job was $4.50 an hour, which was minimum wage. In 1988, minimum wage, 88? 1988 minimum wage was $4.50 an hour. Good morning, Mr. Edwin. How are you? Nice to see you. So that's where we go with this little bit of a problem. Not really okay with it. Not really okay, especially because retail, because you're going to pay for that. And people get too content and they lose their hustle. I saw the guy's eyes when they said, okay, you're starting $15 an hour minimum wage starting now. And I saw his happiness. Thank you, Edwin. I saw his happiness when he heard he was getting a $15 minimum wage. What bothered me, I could see it in his eyes and his demeanor. The lack of hustle just kicked in. We are enabling laziness. We're enabling laziness by a high minimum wage. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. I feel like you got to work your way up. That's an opinion, and I sometimes give my opinion. Hello, Chicky. Good morning. Nice to see you. I'm initiated to coffee and eggs this morning. I'm entitled to coffee and egg. Okay. Well, if the minimum wage went up in your area, you're going to pay about $1 more for each. Yeah. So the dollar store went up to $1.25 store. You know, these things are happening. We pay. We pay. The guy got $1 an hour raise. He doesn't realize he's going to go pay 50 cents more for milk. Come on, guys. It's not okay. You make people content. Where's the hustle? I'm going to tell you a story that I told last year. Now, some people are eligible for state benefits, this, that, and the other thing, right? Well, Patty, I was an unskilled laborer, and I got myself skilled through determination, dedication, and the desire to have a decent life. Remember, in my cards, I was supposed to be a bum, a failure. In my path, I was destined to be a failure, a bum, a street guy, a hustler. That's the direction I was going in. And on paper, that's what I was supposed to be. On paper, in the eyes of In the eyes of the ignorant public, I was supposed to be a loser, a bum, a street hustler, bookmaking, alone, just street stuff, right? That's what I was supposed to be. But I kept hungry, and I was determined to make it positive, and that's what you do. So giving these people this wage is not going to work. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt us. Actually, it's going to hurt us. Now, I had people refuse permanent jobs for $1 an hour raise because it took them out of the state benefit program. I had people refuse raises. See, a lot of you guys don't see the big picture. I work with the immigrant population. I see what goes on in a different world that you guys do not see. Some of you, not you in this show, some of you out there are stuck in this bubble, the suburban bubble, the money bubble. You don't understand the in the trenches individual that's making $10 an hour. If they go to 11, they lose their state benefits. They have refused raises. You could be taking them into $15 an hour, which now takes them out of the state program. Because if the threshold and the requirements to get into the state benefits program or the federal benefits program is $15 an hour, you just hurt that individual because now they have to pay for benefits. Okay? $14 an hour, they were offset. I'm using a fake number. This isn't 100% real, but it is a real situation that I have seen. $14 an hour gets a family of 3 some basic medical coverage. Okay? $15 an hour takes them out of the system. Now, they got an hour raise, $1 an hour raise, but now they got to pay the full premium for their medical benefits. You see, there's a bigger picture here that people don't see. And here is an uneducated ex-con telling you about this stuff. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. That's the situation. Boy, exactly what I mean. You stick them in the poverty trap. It's true. That's a great comment, Roy. You stick them right in the poverty trap. They don't move. They get stuck. Yes, but you're charging for your services. Don, it's all relative. The businessman is not absorbing that. No. Okay, Nancy, you be careful driving. Same in the UK, work more than 16 hours a week. They lose benefits. There you go. Yes, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So I hope this conversation was a little bit enjoyable over coffee. Again, stuff just, I pay people 20 to work for me. I pay. Yes. Oh, Osada, as a businessman, you choose to do that. Now you could charge with your chocolates. You could charge with your goods. It's okay to pay more. It's a problem when it's mandated. Look, most wages are based on business and the ratio, the income-outcome ratio. The income, the accounts payable, and the accounts receivable basically dictate what a business will pay its employees. That's how it all works. That's how the free world works. That's how this world works. Which is incredible. And Osada, yes, you want to pay for good labor, and they should get that pay if they are returning back to you the product. Yes, we're on food stamps and free healthcare. It feels like you can't get ahead. Just come. Okay, Jen, but if they put you up to 20 an hour, you lose it. Good morning, DARPA. Good comment. Yeah. You can go from approximately 3% plus increase. Yes, but it's the starting base. And somewhere it made a big jump, Don. It made a big jump somewhere. Yes. 2 classes, rich and poor. They're eliminating the whole middle class. Chicky, it's a problem. It's a problem. If they're doing the job, regardless where they are at, let them get paid. If not, release them. Big bone. I mean, you guys all think like me, which is wonderful, beautiful about my chat. This is the blue collar crowd, guys. You are the blue collar crowd. So I really appreciate this feedback. You guys have been such an important part of this show, and I'm really grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. I really am. Hello, Giove. Nice to see you. Yeah, Chicky, he's correct though. See how you guys can have a great conversation within my topic? Oh, I'm so happy right now with this chat. I can't ask for more. I couldn't ask for a better way to start my day. Hopefully, my topics are somewhat enjoyable to you. And please forgive me for my lack of delivery. It's very difficult being an uneducated individual trying to speak somewhat intelligent. Nah, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to have adult conversation. And hopefully I'm doing okay with it. I don't know. I hope I am. I do every show and I say, Nana's watching, Grandma's watching, Mommy's watching. What would they think? That's how I do every show. Cinema Girl, yes. Every night the wind down. Every night we have a wind down. Yep. Got a few topics, touch on them, and then we have general conversation. This is Kawfee at the Social Club. 22 people at the Social Club. Yes, Patty Daly. So were my grandparents, and that all changes. Yep. So that's where we're at. Just wondering what you guys did think of the $15 an hour minimum wage. What do you really think? I'm thinking about my teenage kids when they were working. That's what I'm thinking about. Thomas, it's not enough, right? What does that make you want to do, Thomas? Makes you want to work more. Okay, Pop, if you have a construction job on the weekend, can I come and work with you on the weekend? Can you show me how to frame a wall, how to put a receptacle in, how to change a door, put a lock on, do trim work, Pop? I can't make enough in my minimum wage job. That's great news, Thomas, that you can't make enough. That is exactly what I want to hear. So now Thomas learns how to do construction on the side. You see? Unfortunately, today's generation don't have money, let alone cash. It's all tap and go. Well, that's a whole different story. Learn a skill. Supporting small business is so important. Government mandates and corporations can shove it. And Osada? Exactly. Edwin, that's why supermarket. Now, the butcher, let me fix something here. This is great, Edwin. Great comment. Okay. I have friends that are butchers by trade. Right? They're butchers by trade. I have friends that are bakers by trade. Now, at the supermarket, should the butcher and the baker, yes. Yeah, it's different. Different way of thinking, Giove. The butcher is a skilled job. It really, truly is. The baker, it's a skilled job. It really is. Right? Should he be making the same as the guy stocking shelves? I'm not minimizing the job of stocking shelves. What I'm saying, should they be close in pay? Think about this. The butcher is putting out product, quality product to his customers, clients. The guy at the fish department knows fish. The baker is putting out a beautiful birthday cake. The company's paying, they're paying. I'm not minimizing the importance of jobs because every job is important. But the guy stocking shelves versus the butcher, the pay should not be the same. Should not be the same. It's just the way I see things. So yes, Edwin, eggs are going to go up $1 a dozen because minimum wage went up $1. Somebody is paying. Chicky, yep. Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, my friend is a butcher for Stop and Shop. A butcher. Yeah. Right. So you don't want to keep these people down. You want the guy that's stocking shelves want to learn to be the butcher. You see? Come on, it's all stepping stones. There's always going to be a teenager that needs to stock shelves. But that hungry guy coming into his 20s, 21 years old, doesn't really have a direction in life. He's still stocking shelves for $13 an hour. He sees the butcher making a difference, you know, making minutes, he's making a good living. He's cutting a nice steak for Mrs. Monicati. She goes home, she feeds Mr. Monicati a nice steak. They come back. And all the while, the guy stocking shelves is watching the butcher give Mrs. Monicati a beautiful piece of steak. Now he has an incentive. Now he goes and sees Joe the butcher, and he says, "Joe, how do I would love to do something like this." Now the business, the supermarket, makes a little apprenticeship program. Okay, right, right. Go work in the. Let's give you a little boost. Go work in the butcher department. The structure can be so well done. Yes, James, that's a whole other topic, but that is accurate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mrs. Monicati and the honeymooners. I referenced Mrs. Monicati. I apologize. What are you gonna do? You make good raviolis. Mrs. Monicati's coming back. Vincent, yes, that's the lady in Rouse Building. Yes. The guy making the big bucks hopefully looks out for the guys who don't. I worked low-paying, beat-down jobs my whole life. It sucks going to work, but it gives you some ambition. Okay, Roy, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Mrs. Monicati does the mambo. Right. Which is also something that changed for us. 245-7911, U52 for the picket at 7:57 every night. That was it. Right? We went from no entertainment bill in the house. We had rabbit ears with aluminum foil as needed. Yeah, that's what we had. We had a record player. There was no monthly bill for entertainment inside the house. There was no internet bill. There was no cable bill. There was no Netflix bill. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. Public Broadcast System, Channel 13. And the U, there was the U. The U had some channels back there. U52 with Helly Young every night at 7:57 p.m. in New Jersey. Right? Every local game was free on TV. You just bought a TV and you had an antenna, and that was it. UHF, yeah. You had an antenna. 11 was the Yankees. 9 was the Mets. Done. Right? If you watched the Yankees game and you missed the Mets game and you wanted to hear, you went to Kiner's Corner after the game and you got the whole rundown. So my point is this: things change, things evolve. I get it. A cost of living changes for our needs, but I'm still not okay with the $15 an hour minimum wage. I'm really not. I work with the immigrants. I work with the working poor. I work with them. They work for us. I don't feel bad that they work for us. If they want to do better, they will increase their abilities within the job and become part of the higher paying workforce. Stepping stones, everybody, stepping stones. So that's what it is. So hopefully you did enjoy this topic. Hopefully you did enjoy this show. If you're watching, hopefully you'll give us a subscription. Come on into the social club. It's a cozy place. We speak about general topics. Yeah. Life was more simple and easier back then. We have become a society of greediness. Yes, Don. It's true. But everything is relative. The cost of your eggs are relative to the minimum wage. I hope the butcher was a good analysis. The butcher is making big money. Not big money, making a good living. And the stock boy maybe wanted, that's a trade. Being a butcher is a trade. People are going to want to eat meat forever. Get into something that people need forever. All right. People need things fixed. If you can work with a hammer, a screwdriver, and a screw gun, and you know how to fix things, you can always make a buck. People need things fixed. People need to eat. The eating of meat is going nowhere. You will always need a butcher. You'll always need these people. There are certain people in the world, there's jobs that you will need. Medical. Don't become a corporate paper pusher. That's a garbage job. It really is, if you think about it. Pushing papers all day puts you don't have any power. Now, if you're skilled in corporate, that's a different story. But if you just get into corporate, you're just in the mix and you have nothing really big to offer. You may be great at what you do, but being a paper pusher, that's a problem. It's cutthroat. Corporate is a disaster. Now I'm a mix of corporate and the labor force because I came through the trenches. I came through the ranks. I came through the trenches, so to speak. I started out cleaning floors for $4.50 an hour with no direction and ended up learning the medical device industry on the job. So I was able to climb through determination and dedication. Right. This is right. But that's getting a little better, pretty Monita. You are right. You are right. This is true. But it's all relative. It's all relative. Paying more will make the insurance premiums go up. You see, it's all relative, but pretty Monita. The problem within the medical system, the doctors, I'm not taking their pay away from them. I'm not taking their pay away from them. But it's all a reflection of, so to speak, greed and the need of more. Now, you should not tax somebody more because they are successful. Doctors, if you make $100 million a year, you shouldn't pay more. You shouldn't pay a higher percentage of $100 a year. Everybody should pay the same percentage, and that's fair. 6%. I'm using a fake number. 6%. Everybody pays 6% taxes. Yeah. So, but pretty Monita, what happens is the doctors for coats, Mercedes Benz, yachts, this, that, the other thing, all stems from their pay. Now they have to have the income, so they're going to pay. It's difficult. Very pretty Monita. That's a broken system that needs to be restructured. Now my daughter is going to be an occupational therapist. Well, my point is this though, pretty Monita. That field will always have jobs. The medical field will always have jobs. What would I recommend? Good morning, Todd Father. I would recommend ultrasound technician, registered nurse, something in the medical field. You will always have work. Yep. Yes, James, but that's probably socialized medicine, I'm assuming. Socialized medicine is not the best. It's a whole different topic. It's a whole different topic. So my avatar was for my show today. Let me check the text line because I am working at the same time. Steven, what's going on here? Uh-huh. Steven, what has happened to you? You better get with it, sir. You better get with it, young man. You missed a pretty good show. Oh, so your daughter and myself would work closely if she's working with the ID community. She's going to be an occupational therapist, pretty Monita, yes. She decided to go into the medical field. And I will tell you when. I will tell you when. My ex-father-in-law developed dementia, right? He was a sharp guy. He had all his wits about him. He was very, very sharp. And then he got dementia. He hit his head. He ended up with a brain bleed. Good morning, spirit in the sky blue. And my daughter, as a teenager, saw her grandpa struggle. And then I think she saw me. Pretty Monita, stick with me a minute. I think she saw me because what I would do, I would go with my ex-father-in-law into the room where he was. He had dementia. I said, everybody out. Let me spend a few minutes with Pop. Let me stay in here. And I would speak to him about the things that he did in his life. Construction, vacations, times with friends, all things that I was aware of that he had joy from in the past, right? He had joyous times in the past. So I would talk to my father-in-law and say, remember the guy on 14th Avenue? Remember the guy on 9th Street? Remember that job you did? You built a hotel down in Bridgewater? Who was the foreman? Did you like that job? What was your aspect of that? Were you a laborer? Were you a carpenter on that job? So I would speak slow without all kinds of things going on. And I do great with dementia people. I love speaking with them. I talk to the family and I say, what did what did your you know what did your pop do for a living? What did your mom and pretty Monita, you'd be very surprised. I got the conversation, a nice conversation. Now, after it was over, he went back to how dementia or Alzheimer's patient goes. But I wanted that time alone where I could just slowly and in a calculating way bring out the things that brought this individual joy in his life. So I think my daughter, Pretty Monita, saw my ex-father-in-law being helped by the medical system, not the doctors per se, because they diagnose and they prescribe and all of that, but the support staff. I think Spirit in the Sky, I think my daughter saw how the support staff helped him walk again, helped him eat again, and all of that stuff. So that's where I think the desire comes from. Now, you introduce your kids to what you want them to be. Yes. I hope I made him smile too, Patty Daly. I hope I made him smile too, because he made me smile. Hmm. Look, it's going to end bad. There is no doubt about it. It does not get better. The best thing that we could do is make it as comfortable and enjoyable as possible. They feel stress. So, Pretty Monita, I think that's where my daughter got the vibe. Like, wow. Okay. You see? There you go. So something our introduction to something prompts our path, right? You could say that in a lot of fields. You could say that in a lot of jobs, a lot of fields. A lot of times police officers end up with police officer sons, right? We are a product of what we see. Yeah. Yeah, the endings are very difficult, Patty. Yes. They can be. That's why a sudden heart attack, you're here Monday, you're gone by Saturday. Take me out with a heart attack. Mine will probably be a heart attack or a stroke, but take me out. Don't fucking vegetate me. I don't want anybody caring for me. I want to be independent. Once I lose my independence and I have to depend on somebody else, it's not good. So these are my thoughts. So, wow, great conversation with you guys this morning. Hopefully you did enjoy this. Again, I'm not trying to deliver a product here. I don't have anything to deliver. All I have to discuss with you is what comes into my brain. If my delivery is enjoyable, I thank you. I'm happy. Uh, I don't really have a living will, but it is known that I will be cremated the next day. Don't fucking. But anyway, yes, Guinness is good for clots, huh? No, Patty, I'm a little behind with some of my stuff. I got to do the living will. You are right. I should do that. I should call my friend. My friend's a lawyer. He does all of that stuff. Yeah. All right, guys. So this was awesome. I had a great conversation with all of you. Wow, what a nice way to start the day. Really, really. Thank you, Osada, for that. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Again, don't go by me. Edwin, I don't even know what I'm talking about, sir. I seriously. No, it's never too late, Furbo. Don't say it's ever too late to change your profession. If you have Furbo ambition, health, and a good desire to learn, you could change your occupation as yeah, the rosary, yes. You could change your occupation as long as you want. I will say that. Good morning, Mark. How are you? I will say this though, Furbo. Here's where it gets a little funny. You get into a time in life, in a job. If you're in a job in your upper 50s, I would say by 50, you got to be where you're going to be to retire. I'll go with 50. You should try to be where you're going to be to retire because you become antiquated. You are no longer, it's a fact. People get tired as they get older. They can't put what they put into their jobs as they get older. It's just a fact of life. It's the human body. It's a human body. We don't want to let years get to us, but facts are facts. When you get into your 50s, you should try to be into the job you're going to finish off with. God, it sounds so crazy. Yes, but there's work for everybody, Furbo. Yes. You must do everything it takes to live your lifestyle, even if it means 2 or 3 jobs. Agreed. And a $15 an hour minimum wage, Vincent, will hurt that. So, Edwin, thank you. Educational. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just conversating as it comes out. And that's all I'm doing. Yeah. I went from bartending to a chocolatier. Yes. Miserable to loving every minute. You see. So, Furbo, there's your answer. Everybody can change. Everybody could pick up something else. Okay. Now, I do the construction on the side. I feel like I'm getting a little tired with that. So, I'm passing that on to my son. The little side jobs will work together and I will pass that off. I think I'm going to Uber, not for extra money, for necessary money. But I could drive around. I could listen to the radio. I could listen to the news. I could have something in my ear and I could talk to people. So I'm thinking about getting a car just for Uber. I have now, that gives me the desire to hustle. Think about this, guys. Let's just say I'm using a fake number. My car payment on my Uber car is $200 a month. My insurance is $200 a month. Okay, fake numbers, $400 a month. I have to hustle on my Uber game to at least make $400 a month to break even. Then everything else is profit. So investment in yourself. Now that is an investment in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you're very wise. But when you invest in yourself, only you are the cause of failure. You can't blame anybody else. Let's just say I take on this Uber gig, right? $400 a month it costs me to be an Uber driver. Just to say, if it fails, it's me not pushing on the clock all day Saturday, moving people around. Friday night, dance nights, drinking nights, go on duty. My failure is determined by my hustle. You see, you can't blame anybody else. Never blame anybody else for what you can't accomplish. There are opportunities and they are endless. Don't wait for it to come because it's not coming. Right. Look, my son delivered pizzas. He did DoorDash. During COVID, my son said, okay, what am I going to do? I want to earn. DoorDash. He pushed a button. He did DoorDash. Oh, God. Sick. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, a new Escalade is $1,500 a month right now. So that's what an Escalade is going for, between $1,500 and $1,800 a month. No, I would get not a new car. Yeah. A lot of gas, wear and tire. Yes, exactly. Yeah. But as long as you can. So, Vincent, there is your ambition. You have the costs. Figure it out. And you can really figure it out pretty well, Vincent. Okay, $200 a month for my car payment, $200 a month for my insurance. Every 4 months, I need tires, $1,000. I'm using something fake. You got to figure this all in, and then you do your hustle. I need to make such and such for Uber to work. You are now dictating how many rides you do, how many fares you take. What, Patty? What are you saying? What question marks? What am I missing? Oh, Big Bones to Big Bones? Yeah. Oh, Escalade right now is about $1,800 a month for a new Cadillac Escalade with 6,000 down. A new Escalade, a Cadillac Escalade, is about 150,000 right now. I'm just that's extreme, okay? That's extreme. But an Escalade is, I'm just using an extreme because I saw it yesterday, 2 days ago. We were talking about it, and 1,500 is a new Escalade with about 5,000 down. You're between 12 and 1,800 with about $5,000 down to lease a brand new Escalade, something like that. Yes, that's hard. Yeah, driving a Fiat. Okay, I would love to have a Fiat. That would be great. Fiats are great. All right, 45 minutes in. All right, let's go out with a song. Car is not an investment unless it's for Uber. Hello, Eddie Machete. Nice to see you. Yes, you can mix all these things in. You can mix all these. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Cinnamon Girl. So I'm thinking about doing this. Now, if I kick up the wedding thing, a couple hundred a month, I can make a few dollars here. You know, the key is to make a few dollars as you get older and put a little less physical hustle. You don't want to stop everything. You need to be physical, but I don't want to be delivering pizzas at fucking 65 years old. I don't want to do it. I'd rather not. I feel great, Big Bones. A little bit. I'm sure my long-term COVID is going to be my breathing because it was before. But other than that, a little congestion in the morning. I really feel good. Everybody was saying my color is back, which is great. So I appreciate that. I can't save right now, Patty. I can't save right now. I can barely make what I have. That's not in my cards right now, Patty Daly. I can't save. I can barely make, not save. But I'll get there. No, I'm not complaining, and it's not anybody else's fault. You see, here's the thing. People put these things on other people. The opportunities are endless. As you can see, I'm rattling them off to you. All right, so just got paid. It's a problem. $15 an hour is not good. And here we're going to go out with this song right here, okay, guys? We're leaving with this jam right here, okay? Let's get out of here. It's an 80s throwback jam. Here we go. It's all about money today, guys. Money. Here is to get out there and have a good weekend. You got to get paid on Friday, but you got to put the hours in. You got to put the work in. It doesn't just come to you. And don't blame the man for you not having it. Especially in this country here in America, the opportunities are endless. You can work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, if you so choose to. The choice is yours. $15 an hour, not the best idea, guys. Just my thought, not the best idea. Everybody, have yourselves a blessed Tuesday. 1-2-2024. Damien, blessings to you, Damien. Blessings to you, sir. Prayers with you. I will see everybody tonight on the wind down. $15 an hour, not the best idea in New Jersey. You're keeping people down by paying them just a little bit more. Not so good. Not so good. Okay, blessings to all. Have yourselves a blessed day. Ciao for now.